The Euros, one of the best European international tournaments of all time. Well, it is actually the only European international tournament of all time, and ever since its inception in 1960 and the Soviet Union winning it in the same following year, the Euros has been a great international tournament to watch for both neutrals and for the countries playing in it. And so, this has not been any different, as this Euros has been played with own goals and last-minute goals. And so, now we look back in the past as we take a look back at the group stages of the Euros, and then we look into the future of the round of 16. Group A started off with a bang as Germany bet Scotland 5-1 and Switzerland bet Hungary 3-1. Group B didn't start any less exciting as Spain bet Croatia 3-0 and Italy bet Albania 2-1, although Albania did give the Italians a scare as they scored only 30 seconds into the match. Group C was the most boring group of them all, as every team had a draw in this group. England being the main disappointers, but I'll get onto them later, and Serbia scoring a last-gasp draw against Slovenia, with even their goalkeeper up as they headed it in from a corner. And Denmark did just alright to get out the group. Group D, Poland sorely disappointed, and the same with France, as Ralf Rangnick's Austria managed to actually top the group, as the Netherlands had a goal disallowed from them, which probably should have stood, which is more proof that English referees should not be in the Euros. Group E was the most boring group people thought going into the tournament, but it actually ended up being one of the most exciting, as every team had 4 points, and teams like Romania and Slovakia, which people thought would crash out the tournament in favour of Belgium and Ukraine, actually both managed to get through, as Ukraine fell out of the tournament. Belgium lost 1-0 to Slovakia in the first game, with Romelu Lukaku scoring 2 offside goals, and Romania smashed Ukraine 3-0. And then in Group F, Turkey, Georgia, Portugal, and Czechia. Czechia nearly bet Portugal, as they probably deserved to, but 2 mistakes from both their goalkeeper and their defender led to the Portuguese scoring in the last minute to get the win. But Georgia were very good this tournament, as Turkey managed to beat them 3-1, but they also managed to draw to Czechia and even beat Portugal 2-0 and managed to get through to the round of 16 where they'll play Spain. So anyway, that's your group stage capped off at the moment, and let's look at the most disappointing team. England have fairly disappointed everyone in this tournament. Gareth Southgate has not got his cop on, as the English draw 2 of their games and only won 1 in a 1-0 victory against Serbia, where Jude Bellingham scored the first goal. Although England did not look that lively, as Serbia even had a couple of shots off. In their next game against Denmark, which I made a video about, if you want to see more about it, the English got held to a 1-1 draw where Danish did play much better, to be fair. And then, finally, the English managed to draw 0-0 to Slovenia in one of the most boring fixtures in the tournament. And so, England have disappointed. They've drawn Slovakia in the round of 16, but I think if they don't get their cop on now, I don't think they'll go far in the tournament. So anyway, let's go to the most impressive team. Georgia have really impressed so far, and they've actually been one of the best teams in the tournament even so far. Going down to a disappointing 3-1 loss to Turkey, where they actually scored first, and drawing 1-1 to Czechia, the biggest surprise of them all was them beating Portugal 2-0. It was an impressive result for the Georgians and managed to fill them into the round of 16 draw where they drew Spain. And even if they do get knocked out, people in the Euros will remember how good they did, and who knows, they could make it to Euro 2028 or even World Cup 26 in the United States. But we'll just have to wait and see what Georgia can do. Anyway, let's move on to the round of 16. And so in the round of 16, Spain faced Georgia, Germany faced Denmark, Portugal faced Slovenia, France faced Belgium, Romania faced Netherlands, Turkey faced Austria, English faced Slovakia, and Switzerland faced Italy. Spain have looked very good this tournament and could even be possible tournament winners, but so have Georgia. And so, even though Georgia played very well, I still think Spain are going to get through this group. And then we get Germany versus Denmark. Germany have been the hosts, and unlike Qatar in 2022, they actually are deserving of it if they've actually played good football. And they've played them all fairly. And so, I think the Germans are going to cruise past the Danish. Portugal, Slovenia Portugal have been very disappointed in this tournament so far, and I think Slovenia could even pull off an upset. But knowing Portugal, they could even just get a last gasp winner, and I think Portugal will get through, but I don't think they'll win the tournament. France versus Belgium. I think France are going to beat Belgium, even despite their disappointment so far. I still think Belgium have played a lot worse than them since their golden generation deteriorated. And so France will get through on this one and face Portugal. Romania versus Netherlands. I could even see Romania pulling off an upset here if the Netherlands aren't careful. Although the Netherlands have not played bad, they have lost to teams like Austria, who, even though they're good, realistically, the Netherlands should be beating them. So I think Romania could even pull off an upset and face Austria, who are playing Turkey, because I think Austria are going to beat Turkey pretty fairly. I just feel like Turkey don't have the edge to them in defence. They make a lot of defensive mistakes like they did against Czechia and against Portugal. So I believe that the Austrians are going to cruise past them. England versus Slovakia. We talked about how disappointing England have been, but we haven't talked about how great Slovakia have been. They've really impressed so far, and I think that they could even pull off a Euro 2016 upset just like Iceland. But knowing that, England will probably get a scrappy win and face the next tournament and the next draw, Italy. Italy will probably beat Switzerland, but not by a fine margin. This was an unlucky draw for Switzerland to get, even though the Italians have looked very shaky so far in the tournament, only getting through the Euros thanks to a last gasp winner against Croatia to break Luka Modric's heart. So I do believe that the Italians will get through, but not by much. And so that's around the video wrapped up. If you enjoyed this, hit the like and subscribe button, and hopefully we can post more videos as I'm finally out of 6th class, and now we can post more videos. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and I'll see you later. Bye.